Y'all, when women get rejected, oh, it's deep.
Media becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and dating apps, the more people feel uncomfortable to talk to you in real life.
Men are now at a point to where they're walking away and they don't mind being alone.
Finding out that a guy doesn't like me anymore, that he's like over me, what is that supposed to mean?
For me?
Yeah, I was literally just about to.
As you should.
Shut that door.
I think I left him on the seat. 1 second.
Please drive off. Please drive off.
Why are more men becoming selective about where they invest their time, attention, and emotional energy? As dating expectations continue to evolve, some men are choosing to step back for relationships that feel unbalanced rather than constantly trying to prove their value or earn someone's attention. That shift can be surprising to people who are used to men taking the lead in pursuing relationships. But is this simply a change in male preferences, or are modern dating dynamics encouraging more men to disengage altogether? In today's video, we examine why some men are choosing distance over frustration, what they believe they gain by stepping away, and how a growing willingness to opt out could reshape the dating landscape.
Now that a guy doesn't like me anymore, that he's like over me, what is that supposed to mean? What do you mean you're over me, like you've moved on? That's not how this works. That's not how this works, okay? I was supposed to go my whole life knowing in the back of my mind that you still like me, okay? I was supposed to think that every time I saw you, your heart did a little pitter-patter, okay? Now you've moved on? What does that mean? That's not possible. I don't understand.
This clip kind of exemplifies how a lot of these women think that men are kind of here to serve women and that they couldn't possibly be there to serve themselves and be an independent entity that is not here simply to complement the experience of women.
That was crazy. I can finally say for myself, I don't want a relationship anymore. I'm happy being alone. I'm okay with coming back home to myself every day, going to work every day. I ain't losing sleep, staying up on the phone with nobody. I ain't got to worry about providing for a female, because some of y'all females ain't worth providing for. Because you don't give back to the man that's working his ass off to pay the bills or give you what the fuck you want. While you getting your nails done, he's cutting his fucking hands, getting calloused and shit on them. You know what I mean? It makes no sense, because you gotta be worthy of a good man. You gotta be worthy of someone who's willing to break his fucking back to give you everything he never had. Okay? So I'm content with being alone. It's fucking crazy how some of y'all strive and kill yourselves over relationships that are not worth it. Don't do it to yourself. It's not fucking worth it. Find yourself first. That's all that matters.
The idea of staying in a friendship while secretly hoping it eventually becomes a relationship can create frustration on both sides. Some men have realized that if their feelings are romantic, continuing to provide constant emotional support while expecting nothing in return may not be healthy for them. Instead, they may choose to establish clearer boundaries and step away when the relationship does not match what they are looking for. That does not mean friendship has no value, or that anyone owes romantic interest in exchange for kindness. It simply means people are becoming more willing to recognize when a relationship is not meeting their emotional needs and move forward without resentment.
Men are now at a point to where they're walking away and they don't mind being alone. Y'all have messed it up. Women, a lot of us have messed it up. And like I said, even surprisingly to me, like, I was noticing and seeing so many men, like, I desire family, I desire commitment, I desire marriage, I desire to have a woman, I want to provide for a woman, take care of a family. Like, men have been wanting that. But now you're starting to see more and more men become more and more comfortable with the idea of not having any of that, because men are valuing and desiring their peace.
Whoa,
really...
sorry, what do you think you're doing? She's way too pretty for you, and you're just like so mid, just walk away.
Damn, okay. You know what? No, she is pretty.
She's very pretty.
Pretty ugly.
Being rejected can be difficult, but turning that rejection into an attack on someone's character only makes the situation worse. No man is obligated to accept a relationship simply because someone expresses interest, just as women have the right to decline relationships that do not feel right for them. When someone refuses an offer and is immediately portrayed as a bad person for doing so, it can create an unhealthy dynamic. A respectful no should be enough. Compatibility is about mutual choice, not an expectation that either person must accept attention simply because it is offered.
Good men not want to be good men. I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. Can you? Can you? I mean, I know physically I can take care of myself. I've been on my own since I was 17. Do I want to take care of myself all the time? No. Do I want to be independent all the time? No, I don't. Do I want to take care of somebody? Yes, I do. Do I want to make sure dinner is cooked and laundry is done and contributing to the household and taking care of the kids? Yes. Yes, I do. And then we got all you waffles out here ruining good men. They don't want to be good men because of feminists.
Y'all, when women get rejected, oh, it's deep. I don't know what it is, but we do not handle it well. Actually, I do know what it is, and I'm going to tell you in this video. Women desire to be desired, okay? That is something you're going to see in every woman. She wants to be desired. Some people allow their desire to run them. Some people can harness their desire, but all women deep down want to be desired. And so when she's not desired or does not feel desirable, she takes that internally. I mean, it makes her sad. It can cause depression. It can cause anxiety. It can cause you to feel like you're not good enough. It can cause hopelessness. I mean, it gets very deep. Because of that, I think a lot of women don't put themselves out there. I think it boils down to one simple thing. That as women, we have to accept that looks matter. And we can fight it, we can argue it, but looks matter. And when a man's not attracted to us, it hits deep. Because most men are rejecting you because they're not attracted to you.
Real confidence does not come from constantly trying to win someone's approval. When a person becomes comfortable with the possibility of rejection and stops forcing a connection that is not mutual, the entire interaction can feel different. That kind of disinterest should not be used as a manipulation tactic or a strategy to make someone chase you. It is simply the confidence to recognize when the interest is not mutual and move forward without needing validation. Sometimes, knowing when to step back is a stronger signal than trying harder.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely as long as I have my money. If you up my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're gonna fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast. 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree.
Are they happy?
I've been lonely and happy. You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
What are men doing wrong?
Oh, a lot. Whether it's the chicken or the egg, the men are not asking women out. Now, the bottom line is we're having a problem post-pandemic where men are not asking women out. I don't know if it's a white man disease right now.
I think it's soy milk.
They're afraid they're going to get canceled.
My experience pre-Lauren, when I was running around my single days, we didn't have the apps, and if you saw a woman, you had to go up.
Right. At the bar, the restaurant, the gas station, they used to come up to you at Whole Foods and say, hey, can you help me with this? Is this a good salad dressing?
Yeah, and you had to show you were interested, and you had to say something.
Take their number.
It is harder, I think, and also because of that.
But you saw what you're getting in person, so you knew that it wasn't a lie on the apps.
And because of that, also, I think when you found somebody, you were much more
interested.
Yeah, and you stayed longer.
The level of interest is higher.
Yeah, and I didn't have 18 other options, right? There was,
If this doesn't work out, fuck her. I'm going to go to the next one.
Now it's like, hey, I have 15 things. They didn't check one of the things. Let me swipe 18 other times. I'm done with it.
The argument here is that some men feel they were increasingly discouraged from participating in certain social and dating spaces, and that their decision to step back is now being interpreted as a problem in itself. From that perspective, what looks like silence or withdrawal may actually be a deliberate response to feeling unwanted or unwelcome. However, describing this as the result of one coordinated campaign oversimplifies a much more complicated social shift. Men and women have both changed their expectations around dating, relationships, and public interaction. If fewer people are participating, the more useful question is why those expectations changed and what both sides can do to create healthier, more respectful interactions going forward.
The library is?
I know it's a glass building, but I have no idea.
I'm just new to campus, so I'm lost.
So are we.
Oh, what are you guys' names?
Olivia and Bella.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm taken.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, fine.
Oh, okay. Have a good one.
To beat down the self-esteem of all women collectively so that we have no choice but to lower our standards and accept your low effort / mediocre love attempts. I was pointing out a pattern of behavior I was seeing at a party that I was at that I feel like is more representative of the average NYC man. Stingy men are a huge ick, so we are immediately not compatible. Because it goes beyond buying drinks, it really just communicates that in a relationship, you are not willing to do the things that you know will make your partner happy or feel desired. And fear of rejection, like, be for real. You know who has a real reason to fear rejection? Women. Like, we can literally die over a man's ego. Get some confidence and figure it out, because insecure men are literally a danger hazard for women.
The dynamic changes when one person no longer feels obligated to keep chasing approval or accepting an unhealthy arrangement. Once that expectation disappears, both sides have to rely more on genuine interest, mutual respect, and clear boundaries. That does not mean every relationship is based on manipulation. But when someone is accustomed to having the other person constantly accommodate their expectations, a change in that pattern can create tension. Ultimately, healthier relationships are built when neither side depends on pressure or control, and both people are free to choose whether they want to.
Men happier than men or men happier than women? Let's get into it. I got some science for you today. Studies show that men are actually happier than women. Women constantly score higher in neuroticism in psychological studies. What is neuroticism? Neuroticism is a trait that tends to experience negative emotions like anger, anxiety, self-consciousness, irritability, emotional instability, and depression. Why is this so? Differences in brain chemistry and hormone fluctuations. Women are more prone to stress and ruminate. Men tend to engage in active problem-solving behaviors when they experience stress. And because of their coping mechanism, they are not experiencing as much negative emotion.
I'm sick of feeling so fucking lonely. By now, give it up all. I guess I'm better off alone. Don't fret. I don't ever want to see you, and I never want to meet you again. What's then? When you're angry, you're a jerk, and then you treat me like a
Gym is primarily a place to work on fitness, discipline, and personal goals, not necessarily a setting for seeking romantic attention or constant validation. People who walk and focused on their training can get far more out of the experience by keeping their attention on what they came there to accomplish. That does not mean social interactions or meeting new people are automatically inappropriate. The key is respecting the environment and understanding that everyone has different reasons for being there. If someone is looking for approval or attention, the gym may not be the best place to make that the main
don't
objective.
really make real approaches anymore. If they do, it's like some bullshit, like they're gonna catcall or whatever. I do blame the internet as a part of it, but also
I think it's safer for dating apps and Instagram because I just send a DM or send a text, you don't respond, okay, cool, no pressure, no actual rejection.
The argument here is that some people may hold two competing expectations at the same time. They do not want attention from men they are not attracted to, yet they may also become frustrated when the men they find attractive do not approach them. That tension can create an interesting debate about modern dating standards. Everyone has the right to decide who they want to date, but the same freedom applies to the other person. If someone raises their standards for who they will accept, they also have to accept that the people they prefer may have their own standards and may choose not to pursue them. Dating ultimately depends on mutual interest, not guaranteed access to a particular group of people.
But not only that, so many women have taught men over the years that all men are predatorial, so the good men of the world gave up. And it's so funny because women will constantly say that men don't listen, but now that men are listening, y'all are wondering where the good guys are at, why they don't approach you anymore, and why men are just simply not interested. And why the hell would they be interested? They don't know if they're going to be the next subject of all men are trash content on social media. They don't know if they're going to be accused of doing something they didn't.
Argument is that some people may not actually miss a specific relationship, but rather the attention and reassurance they were accustomed to receiving. When that attention suddenly disappears, the reaction can feel stronger than expected, but attention without mutual interest can eventually become exhausting for either person. If someone decides to stop investing time and emotional energy where they feel there is no genuine reciprocity, that does not necessarily mean they're trying to punish anyone. It may simply mean they have decided their effort is better spent on relationships and connections where the interest goes both ways.
Biggest fucking bitches, and I just want to know why. Why is it that every single guy I've given my number to, except for one, maybe two, since I started dating at the beginning of the summer, from me going up to them, I swear to God, I just went to Chipotle after the gym, immediately make eye contact with this guy. He was very good looking. I could tell that he was interested in me, and I could tell he was looking at me for a long time. When I walked in, he was checking out, so he should have been leaving. I go in line. He circled the block and went to use the bathroom, and I could see him in the reflection of the Chipotle like thing. I could see him looking at me from behind. I also was wearing gym shorts, so he might have just been looking at my ass. Anyway, looking out, I walk right past him and start walking to my car. And the second I get in my car, he gets up and leaves and goes to his car. And I have a Tesla, so I had all my cameras on and saw him walking behind my car, like staring at me. Just come up and fucking say something, bro. Like, such pussies. I just don't What are you guys worried about? Rejection? Do you need a tampon? Get the fuck over it.
Strong resentment usually does not appear overnight. It can build through repeated disappointments, difficult experiences, and unresolved frustration, eventually influencing how someone approaches new relationships. From that perspective, walking away early can sometimes prevent a person from becoming trapped in an unhealthy dynamic. But it is also important not to assume that one person's past experiences define every future interaction. Choosing distance can protect your peace, while leaving room for healthier connections with people who approach relationships with mutual respect.
That's why I'm like, okay, and that's why I wanted to talk about this with you, because I'm like, if I feel this way, there's so many other people in the world that are feeling this way. And if anything, more and more as like social media becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and dating apps, the more people feel uncomfortable to talk to you in real life. And I'm like someone that's very, very much like passionate about like, I have Raya, but like I've never went on a date from a dating app. Not that I like judge it or anything. I just have this weird internal knowing that like I'm gonna meet someone in real life, like organically through friends. That's how I've always met everyone. But then now it's like the more people are going on social media, the more uncomfortable even some men are to like walk up to you. It's like I've seen guys stare at me like the whole night, and I'm like, you are still never gonna fucking say anything?
Isn't that crazy?
It's
They'll
so
just
annoying.
Stare, like as if you're supposed to make the first move.
Yeah, I'm like,
that is so normalized. I totally agree with you, because right now everyone is so behind the keyboards on the dating apps, like on the paywall platforms. Like there's so many ways that we're just disconnecting from other people and losing, honestly, that sense of like that social aspect, that social lubricant, whatever it is that makes you be able to go around a room and talk to strangers and all this, that confidence essentially.
The question of why men are not approaching anymore can mean very different things depending on the situation. Some people may be wondering why they are not receiving attention from the specific type of partner they find most desirable, while others may simply be noticing that men in general are becoming more cautious about initiating relationships. At the same time, some men have become less willing to provide constant attention, emotional support, or romantic effort when they do not feel that the interest is mutual. For them, stepping back is not necessarily about resentment. It can simply be a decision to invest their energy where they feel appreciated and where both people are genuinely interested. That shift does not describe every man or every woman, but it does highlight an important change in modern dating. Pursuit is not something either side can automatically expect. Attraction, effort, respect, and reciprocity all have to work in both directions. So, if more men are